Daily Dose of Hope Day 196. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you again. What is a daily dose of hope? It is just that, a daily dose of hope. I was guided to come on to give a daily dose of hope if I so wished, and I wished. And yeah, consists of 3 different parts, just a bit of a talk, and then a channeling, and then a pocket of peace, which is a guided meditation. So yeah, and why was I guided to do this? I was guided to do this around February of this year because my guide said the energies on our planet are starting to pick up, and they're just going to keep picking up. And as they do, things around you are going to start looking stranger and stranger, wackier and wackier, more and more like a movie, the very low budget movie. So the days are kind of different now, but when I was a kid, we didn't have Netflix or things like that. So it'd be like a late night movie at night, late at night, they would play all these movies that were just really like low budget movies. And so something that's on in the middle of the night that you might not really want to see, but there's nothing else on. There was a time when there was nothing else on. So, hey, Kathy, you say, always when I'm about to drive home, perfect timing. Yeah, all right, divine timing. Michael, you say, good day, mates. How you going? Hey, Kathy says hi, and Marie, hey, everyone. All right. So, hello. Maybe, I don't think the chat on Rumble might not be working. Sometimes it doesn't work. So, yeah. Lori, 7 a.m. in Boston. Hi, early morning. Woohoo! You must be feeling the fall weather now, finally, though. It must be nice to feel. We're going to feel it soon, but we're still in the 90-degree, 93-degree weather. We're still in kind of fake fall here in Japan. I'm not complaining. It's nice. The warm weather's good. Because once it goes away, you really want it to come back. So, but about this energy increasing, so it starts to it affects people, and so they start to do wacky things as well, and that's why you're seeing all these different wacky things that are happening. It's an increase in energy, and also an increase in all of the different narratives. The different stories are all coming together, and they don't really make much sense. And so in that sense, when everything is coming at you and you have all these stories that don't make sense, it's important not to get emotional about it and just say, oh, okay, well, this is a very interesting story. They need a better director for this one, or whatever it is. And so that's what the Daily Dose of Hope is about. It's just about not getting swayed by all of these different stories, because there's a lot of enchantment is the word that I've used, and Yeshua has used it as well, enchantment. There's a lot of enchantment over specific words, what are called trigger words. Those words are enchanted. There's a bit of a magic to them, and so when people say them, and it creates emotion. So this whole concept of what like magic or it's just focused emotions, and that's all it is really. And because our emotions are very powerful, and we create with them all of the time. And so it's just about getting into that middle state and not getting swayed by things, not being controlled by your emotions, because your emotions don't really know anything. They're just emotions. They're just fear, anger, sadness. Wow, it's a tool. And if you get controlled by it, then you're being controlled by an automaton, I guess, is one way of looking at it. So yeah. And Laura, you say, feeling the amazing moon too. Yes, beautiful fall in New England. Yeah. I've only been to New England once. I've been to Boston once for New Year's in 1980, something like that, 88 or something. My friend and I just decided to drive up, and it's such a beautiful place. And I've always wanted to go up for fall, but I've never had the chance to. One day, when I'm back in the States. So Anne-Marie say, did you ever find out why your nose twitches when you channel? Just curious. No, I haven't really asked about it, but I think it's it's just I think it's a what's the word? It's a sign that things are working well. I'm picking up on something. Just like I pick up things on my head, I think I'll have to channel about that and figure that out too. So to answer your question, no, I'm not sure. Yep. Hey, Patty. Yeah, so I guess what I wanted to talk about is so the stories in our news are getting kind of crazy, right? And the one thing I noticed, and this happened a few years ago during the crazy times, is that people tend to, when they get very, very emotional, they start to say things that are very kind of inhuman, like not very human, very kind of mean, downright, yeah, mean and inhumane. And I think it's really important for all of us to remember that we're human, and we get emotional, and but it's so important to remember to remain human, to not go into all of these. That's what the polarity does. It turns you. Um, you stop being human, basically. You start being an emotion that isn't real. And because humans, we're love. We're built on love, and we're built on trying to bring peace. And so when we get lost in an emotion, just people, just the things that people are saying, it just reminds me a lot of the things from a few years ago. And it's just really important to remain a human and to remain in love and to not, because yeah, I mean, I think I'm preaching to the choir, or preaching to the, I think that's the expression. But I yeah, just seeing it just reminds me. It's like I understand that people maybe, and that's the, triggered by different things, but it's so important for, just to see them, and people that I know and that I've talked to before, and they seem like, normally really nice people, but then all of a sudden they turn into something. It's like a monster. It's like they've turned into, and something to see. It's just like, oh, I know that person. That's a pretty harsh thing to, that's they're putting out a lot. That energy is strong, and they're being trolled. And then besides that, and when you attack you off, and that I hope. Um, but when I see, the way that the mass media is orchestrating all of this so that people will lose their mind, basically, and become an emotion, or become, what people might call, I don't know if I want to use that word. It's not really the best word. You become, I guess good word is controlled. You become controlled by an emotion. And yeah, but I mean, yeah, the media's always been doing this, but they've been picking up the pace, and that's part of this increasing energy on our planet. And that's why it's so important. I even in my news feed, because we have feeds like pigs and cows. In my feed, uh, my pet food, or whatever you want to call it, but they've been increasing the polarity as well. It's just really, really like emotional stuff, and they're just putting it out there, and wow, and it's like, oh, come on, I know what you guys are trying to do. We've been through this already. That we've spent 3 or 4 years through this, so it's like, do you really think this is going to work again? But then seeing people get really, really upset, it's like, oh wow, it might be working, but it's not. It's not. Um, but anyway, so that's one thing I wanted to talk about. It's a really important time for us to shine our light and stay in the neutral place. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was like, recently. So I think my eyesight is really good. Usually, it's really good. I'm usually able to see, for example, into another, uh, the next state down. I can see all the way. I'm joking about that, but I have good eyes. And but recently, like, I can't really read the small print anymore, and it's so I have kind of, I'm too proud though, because I don't want to wear these glasses. But I think I might, yeah. Anyway, that's one of the. But I wanted to share, and I think I've shared this before. But I bought this book. It's called The Art of Cosmic Vision. It's by Montauk Chia, who is a teacher, qigong master, and he has a lot of videos online. He's a really interesting guy, but these are different practices for improving your eyesight. So it's funny, I'm recommending this, but at the same time, I've only done a few of the exercises, because I just can't get myself around to doing it. So I guess I'm not really so, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna stop blabbering on, and but anyway, if anyone's interested, yeah. It's either that book or the glasses. Ooh, ha, 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 ha. Although I've always wanted to wear glasses because I was like, makes you look very intellectual, you know. But yeah, but I don't want to have to wear them, you know. Right? Okay, so I'm blabbering on. I'm going to go into channeling, and I'm going to see, I guess, if they have anything to say for today. Yeah. Mike Clay saying, Jason, you look so suave in glasses. Yeah, I don't look very suave with these glasses though. I got to get like better glasses. These are kind of just your typical reading glasses. These kind of just look like ah, I get it. Yeah, but if I get some cool lenses, maybe. So, but anyway, I'm going to go into channeling and see if they have anything to say for today. Today is September 18th, 2024, here in Japan at 8 o'clock in the morning over there in the east coast of America, and a little bit later at night down there in New Zealand and everywhere else in the world. So here we go. Hmm. Greetings. We are Gabriel, and we are here. And we are here, and we are here. We did not intend to come through today. This was a last minute decision, you might say. What we would like to bring through, though, today to all of you is the idea that as things shift and change on your planet, that you are also shifting and changing inside of yourself as well. Always to look outside of yourself and see all of the change that is happening. Sometimes you forget that you are also a part of that change, an integral part of that change, that you are the one that is changing. And so understand that as well, so that it seems at times that you are standing still and the world is happening around you. But the opposite is also true. The world is sometimes standing still and you are moving circles around this world. With all of the work that all of you are doing, you are moving so far into the future, into the new paradigm by all of the work that you are doing. You yourselves are also changing and revolutionizing yourself. You yourselves are also going through all of the things that you are seeing outside of yourself. This is a spiritual process that is happening all over the world. And usually these processes would happen in small pockets on your world. But this is happening all over your world, all over the earth. So you are all going through this spiritual process together, both on the inside and then on the outside. So all of the polarity that this being talks about is an expression of all of the things that need to be worked on in all of your hearts and all of your souls, all of the unhealed traumas that are in your hearts are fueling all of this polarity that you're seeing outside of you. And what all of this polarity that you're seeing outside of you is triggering that trauma inside of you to come up to the surface so that you can start to work on it. But that triggering process is a very triggering process in the sense that it triggers you and makes you traumatized in that sense, because the trauma comes up again. And what happens though, when this trauma comes up, there are two possible ways of going about it. One of the ways is to go into the polarity and into the anger and to start shouting the slogans and all of the words, all of the trigger words. The other way to get into it is to see how triggered you are and understand that you need help, that you need to work on all of these issues. And now, this is not just for those who are stuck down deep in all of these emotions. It is also for you light workers as well, to start looking at all of these things. Any slight thing that could cause you to swerve off of your path, any slight thing is a sign to you to show how you can be swerved. And that is a sign of something that needs to be worked on, something that still wants to hold on to something, wants to hold on to the past, wants to hold on to a trauma, wants to hide something from you. And that is what this is all about. This is the grand shaking up of your world. And it's been going on for a while now. And it's starting to pick up again to shake up all of that extra stuff. Think of it as your luggage. You're being shaken up so that you realize how much luggage you can handle. And all of the excess stuff is flying out of your bag. And you're realizing that you can't carry any bags where you're going. And so you let go of all of that baggage. You let go of all these things. And you prepare yourself for the grand journey that is to come. Hmm. All right. So there you go. So, all right. So agree, Michael. Suave in glasses. Michael said, let's make a GoFundMe to get you some really cool ones. No, you don't. I love them on you, Jason. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah. But they're really like, yeah. Anyway, but yeah. Thank you. That's very kind of you. So yeah. And I'm going to go into, yeah, I've heard too. I mean, I don't know anything about glasses, but my friend, he was talking about it, and you can get these, yeah, I'm sure, yeah, everyone else knows this except for me, but you can get these prescription reading glasses, and they kind of, help you to, they, my friend brought in sheet music because he's a musician. And so he brought in the sheet music, and then they kind of saw where he could see it and where he couldn't see it. And they made these like special glasses. It's like, wow, there's like a whole other world that I've never known about. All right, so I'm kind of geeking out on glasses now. All right, so I'm going to go into a channeling, not a channeling, but a pocket of peace. And Lori said, awesome talk. Yeah, I think it's a good point that, yeah, we are all being triggered. Wow, what is the best way to let go of trauma? Now, that is a question in itself, Anne Marie, right? Whew, that's, yeah. There's so many different methods, and certain methods work for some people, certain methods don't work for other people. But I think for me personally, the method that works the best is journaling, like writing, pencil and paper, is so important. Getting through all of your emotions. So, and also with trauma. So there are stages with it as well. But I would suggest, if you're into like Anne Marie, so Delilah Starr, she has a site called Niburiangcouncil.com, and she has this really cool book about the keys of compassion. I would recommend that. It's a really great way of dealing with issues in your life. And also, so just understanding that trauma, it's not about ignoring the trauma. It's not about just letting it go. It's about, bringing it up and seeing what it is, and understanding why it's there. And I think she talks a lot about this, how it's a mirror. Everything's a mirror for you. And and she expresses it so much better than I can. So I recommend her stuff for that. But that's one way. There's so many different ways, so many different places. But yeah, but the first step, right, is just bringing it up and seeing what it is, feeling those emotions. And then there's the forgiveness practice, and there's so many different parts of it. But yeah, so yeah, for me, that I think that method is really good. That and the Course in Miracles for me were the ways that I kind of dealt with a lot of stuff. Not to say that I'm not still dealing with stuff, but it helped me to start the process. Because it is a process, right? It's not like you just kind of like, like Gabriel's saying, you just drop your bags. It's like, it's not that easy to just drop your bags, Michael, you say, feel it to heal it. Yeah, that's a good expression. Feel it to heal it. And Laurie, you say, sight technology. Yeah, sight technology. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And Patty, you say, losing sight is an illusion. It is, right? It is. It's impossible. So that's another part too. I'm kind of trying to work on it myself and try to figure out how to, yeah. So yeah, great. Good. Yeah, feel it to heal it. Losing sight is an illusion. It's great stuff. I love it. Yeah. So I'm going to go into a pocket of peace. And again, I'm going to do a pocket of peace for all of the people that are suffering right now from different things, whether they be from this energy, suffering from, anger or sadness or sickness or pain of any kind, depression or whatever it is, all the different things that are happening on our planet. I know there's a whole bunch of my little town here. I've been hearing the ambulances come by so much. It sounds like New York City here. So I just want to send this pocket of peace out to all those people that are suffering, that are struggling now. So, and again, with this bucket of peace, you can use this for whatever you'd like to use it. But I'm just going to make that the theme for me. So here we go. So I'd like you guys to just imagine that you're in a very relaxed place, the place that makes you feel the most relaxed. Could be in a room or outside, wherever it is, that's fine. Just be there. Just feel the surroundings there. Just kind of feel like if you're sitting on a couch, feel the couch, the fabric. If you're outside by the ocean, listen to the birds and the sound of the waves. Yeah. Good. And then just take a few deep breaths at your own pace. All right, now I'd like you to imagine the mist of unconditional love comes into your space and it surrounds you. And it just makes you feel really relaxed. It's a mist of unconditional love. It just comes in and it reminds every single cell of your body who you really are. That you're love incarnate. You are unconditional love. This mist just reminds you who you truly are. Yeah, so this unconditional love is yours. It's your birthright. You've had it before you were born. You'll have it after you go. You'll have it all throughout eternity and beyond time. And this love just makes you feel so at home. You realize that, wow, there's all these things I was worried about, all these things that I was stressed out about. And I don't have to worry about them anymore because I'm loved. I'm loved. Unconditional love. And this love makes you remember that you are in this moment, in this second. That is the only time that truly exists, because that is the time that is outside of time. This time that you connect with this unconditional love is your time out of time. Yeah. And you realize, yep, there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to regret because there is no past. There is no future. There is just now. And you connecting with unconditional love. Now your heart's starting to catch. It's starting to catch on fire with love, 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 love. It's blazing, 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 blazing. Oh, you're starting to feel it. Yeah, it just warms up your whole body, and now you can feel it spreading out through your whole room. Oh, look at that. The whole room is touched by your love, the floor, the ceilings. If you're on the beach, the whole ocean, the sand, everything around you is touched by this love, love, love. And we're spreading this love out now into the town. It's spreading out into the highways, into the byways, into the cars, into the subways, into the malls, the post office, the barber shops, the coffee shops, the restaurants. They're all love now. They're all love now. It's all covered with love. All that polarity is gone. And it's covered now with love. Yeah, because there's no room for polarity where we are now with this love. It's the most powerful thing. It is the truth. It is the truth shining through, and all these polarities start to fade away. And everyone who's stuck deep down in these emotions, in that anger, in that sadness, they stop and they say, wow, what am I doing? Where am I? What was I saying? Why was I saying that stuff? Yeah. Why were you saying that stuff? Because now the love has got you, and the love is surrounding you and protecting you and make you feel at home. And all that pain that was making you say all that stuff is rising to the surface to be shown on with love, 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 love. That stuff, when it comes up, you just shine that light of love on it. You shine, 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 shine. Whew, and all that sadness and all that pain and all these problems. All these medical problems, all this suffering is gone now with the light of love. The light of love is the most powerful thing in the universe. The light of love is more powerful than all of these illusions of sadness, these illusions of anger, these illusions of sickness. They're gone, they're gone, they're gone, they're gone. And all of you listening in and all of us joining together, we're sending this out throughout the planet at the speed of love, the fastest speed available on our universe. And it's sending it out everywhere, everywhere. It's cleaning out every nook and cranny. Everyone who is suffering, everyone who is sad, everyone is feeling this now. They're stopping for a second and saying, what is this? I haven't felt this way in a long time. I don't know what this is, but I like it. Feels like there's just this gentle breeze. Yeah. And that's the gentle breeze of love. And we're sending it out. We're sending it out, 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 out into all these stories of polarity, into all these stories of anger, all these stories of sadness. They're falling away because this is the only truth there is, the power of love. We're shining it out. We're shining it out. They're trying to shine out this light of polarity, but we're saying, no, no, no. We've got the light of love, and the light of love outshines all that. That's just the shadows talking, and we're talking the truth. And the shadows slink away into the light, because now they're the light. So we flipped the switch, we flipped the script. The whole thing is now turned into a story of love and light, and the shadows are waking up, and everything is waking up to the light and saying, yeah, this light feels good. It feels like I'm home. It feels like there's nothing that I have to do that I don't have to want to do. This love accepts me as I am. All of my insecurities, all the things that I think I'm not good at, it just loves me, just loves you, because you are perfect already. All right. So that's Pocket of Peace for day 196. I hope you're hopeful. Whew. All right. That one went on a bit. Let's see. I'll check that out. Thank you. TT Tracy says you will need 20 pairs of readers because you'll take them off and overall. Yeah, I know. I've seen people around. Where are my glasses? Where, it's always on their heads, or there's like, yeah. At least 20 pairs, right? And TTT Tracy says Jalaya has a live conference call on Monday nights. Yeah. Please put her link. I'll put the link down. I don't know if she wants me to put the link in the comments or not, but or in my whatever it's called below the video explanation or whatever. But yeah, she does have a live conference call on Monday nights, and it's really, really powerful. So if you're interested, definitely check that out. So yeah, so I hope you guys are hopeful, and hopefully we'll see you all tomorrow. And yeah, go beach. So thanks, Michael and Kathleen and TT Tracy, Anne-Marie and Patty and Kathy, and I think I got everyone. Lori, and yeah. So thank you guys so much for joining in too, and hope your day is wonderful. So ciao.